What is going on, y'all? Happy Monday. How y'all feeling today? Welcome back to the tavern. It's a pleasure, as always, to have you guys. I'm excited to be here. Today, we're going to do some great things. We're going to do some great things in your presence.
Not around here, partner.
Yeah.
Not around here.
Not around here.
Not around here.
Oh, got me already, American, huh? What's up, Turtle? What's up, you local American? How y'all doing? I'm doing great. I'm excited. I actually got some rest this weekend. There's a lot of things to look forward in life, and sometimes, you can let things come at you and it make you have a bad day, and sometimes you can just think like, hey, this is always going to last, so it's all about that perspective. Love the Pikachu emote. What emote did you use, American? Let's see, what is that? That's one of those Twitch ones? Is that angry? What's that emotion? Great things don't happen around here. Oh shit. Excuse my French. Okay. You got it twisted. We're improving every single day. Ruby, what's going on? Nice to see you. Happy Monday, by the way. Hope you had a great weekend. Did y'all do anything exciting? I definitely just relaxed. I definitely took it easy for the first time in about 2 months, and I actually didn't work myself to the bone. So it was different, but it was very much needed. Very much needed. We took like 2 hours in Demon Twins. I don't know what you're talking about, American. You must have watched it in a different stream. I think you got me confused with somebody else. I'm trying to make content that people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So if I just, first try everything, you wouldn't watch anymore. You'd be like, this dude is just like, he's just too good. You gotta think about your target audience. You gotta think big picture, I'm actually looking for like new music right now. I'm not liking what I'm hearing. But yeah, today we're gonna finish off, more than likely, depending on time, but our third complete playthrough of the game. We're gonna start off with Dark Eater. We're gonna use some not so strong abilities. You said me over here who was attempting to parry Vanta, failed miserably, fought him normally, and first tried him. Yeah. I mean, I think you were there when I tried to do my first time ever parrying the champion Gundyr. Do you remember that? When Maddie was here and he was talking about, hey, you should like try to like parry him. And then I died like 40, 50 times to him trying to do some parries. My reaction times were just so bad. I don't know if you remember that, but yeah. Hey, thank you, Turtle. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's interesting because on my very first playthrough, I first tried Champion Gundyr. Him and Deacons of the Deep were the only bosses I first tried on my very first playthrough. But that's just, rolling. I never tried a single parry. And it just goes to show that, like, we all have, things we kind of default to in a time of crisis. And I think I've definitely gotten used to rolling out of the way of things for the most part, as opposed to pairing. And, I had a lot to learn. And we eventually got it down, obviously, and we knocked it out. But I don't think struggling is necessarily a bad thing. I think it shows that you have opportunity to grow, and, like, that's honestly a good thing. Man, this music sucks. What is this? Trying to find some like DCMA free music so I don't get copyrighted by Twitch or YouTube. They don't get mad at me. All right, we'll just let it be for now. We're about to hop in the game anyway. Get this thing booted up. But if you just now tuning in, welcome to the tavern. Here on this channel, we like to connect and just share in each other's misery when we play games like Dark Souls. But really just relax and have a good time. It's all about appreciating each other's presence and learning from each other and just being yourself. So, a little bit about myself. I spent the last 10 years in the Army, went the officer round, did some cool things, and then we got out, and now I'm in the next chapter of my life. I do personal training. So if you guys need any fitness or nutrition advice, I got you covered, free of charge, right here. As long as you join the stream, I can answer your questions real time. But outside of that, you can always message me on my other platforms. if you have any questions. So, I make content on YouTube and TikTok as well, offline. So if you want to check that out, by all means, it's the same name as my Twitch name. So, but beyond that, I'm just really a casual guy. I'm really big into anime, simple things. So definitely down to hear you guys out and see what you think is the best anime, because it's clearly Naruto. And if you don't think it's Naruto, then, I would love to debate it. So the only bosses I first tried were Crystal Sage, Deacons, Aldridge, and Twin Princes. Are you talking about your first playthrough or just in general? What is this? World of Tanks? What's that business? I don't want that business. First playthrough? Really? Crystal Sage, Deacons, Aldridge. You got Aldridge on your first playthrough? That's really impressive. That's dope. What's that other emoji? You got some cool emojis you be using. I got to take notes over here. How often do I go to the gym? I go to the gym every single day. Yep. First playthrough. Yeah, that's impressive. And now look at you. You're looking for bigger and greater challenges to make it harder on yourself. No regrets, right? Did you ever finish that bleed build? You ever finish that one? Because I know you switched. Do I have any dietary restrictions? What do you mean? Is there certain things that I'm allergic to and stuff? Is that what you're asking, Turtle? Sure, Captain, man. How do I get motivation to lift? You have to have a reason for it. So think about the person you want to be American in 5 to 10 years. What would that person be? What would that person do? And are you doing things on a daily basis now that are actionable, that are habitual in nature, that are building towards that dream and that goal? And if not, and if you really think about what you're not doing to close that gap, then you've already kind of self-identified it. And those are the things you can, for yourself, kind of focus on. Now, in terms of how to actually execute and make those things come true, it just depends on what your goal is, and then we can talk more specifically. But you first have to identify, do you actually want to do the thing, or you just say you want to do the thing? Because a lot of times in life, we could see someone else that's successful or in whatever arbitrary way, or has something that we don't, whether it's success or not, and be like, man, that's cool. But is it cool enough for us to change our life for it? That kind of drive has to come from within. And for me, I don't want to be a future father to my children, or a future father or husband or spouse that doesn't set a good example. And so that's what drives me. Yeah. No, you said, are you on a diet? Not necessarily. I kind of know what I think diet can be a very ambiguous term, because some people think that means eating certain things. Like you eat certain foods and you don't eat others. It's kind of like black and white like that, but it's not quite the case. I know what I can eat calorie-wise, and then I could eat anything under the sun that fits the bill to meet that mark. So I just aim for a calorie mark, as well as a protein number for a daily amount. And as long as I hit those two numbers, then I can eat whatever. My daily caloric intake, I eat about 3,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. So if I want to lose weight, I just eat in the high 2,000s, and I go from there. But that was, I'm also 215 right now, so yeah. I'm currently 60 pounds overweight, so I need to start lifting so I don't, die. You're so dramatic. So American, do you actually is it lifting per se you want to do, or is it is your goal actually losing the weight? Because those two can be mutually independent things. Or are you also maybe suggesting that you kind of want to do both for two different reasons? For real? 5'10", 260? Yeah, so I'm 5'10", 215. Just for a reference point. And so I know when I first got in the 200s, how easy it is to, maybe get carried away and kind of lose yourself. But also I had a very consistent gym routine at that point, and this is years ago. So thankfully it was easy for me to, to kind of temper myself and find a point and then work backwards. But yeah, I just want to know if like, is the weight thing a goal and the lifting thing? Is it, do you think you have to lift to lose weight? I'm just trying to decipher where the line is drawn there. Because that will help me better like respond to, because you can just lose weight via cardio. You can just lose weight not lifting or doing cardio and just eating. So it really just depends how you want to go about it. And you know, when I do personal training for people, people think it's like a one size fit all. People have a general idea that like, if you just do what I do, you'd have your goals achieved. It's just like, well, my solution is, you know, contextual to me. So when it comes to you guys, I want to suggest things that are applicable to your life based on your responsibilities, based on your timeline, based on your, you know, your habits and your goals. Like, and I think that's where a lot of personal trainers kind of go wrong and kind of like loop people in this like endless scheme of like paying money for things, is they're actually not solving their problem. They're just band-aiding it by not actually telling them what's actually helping and what's not helping based on what they actually want to achieve. So the problem with me is that we don't get paid enough to buy a salad. $20 a pop. I mean, you're American, you don't have to eat salads if you don't want to, my man. That's just a personal choice. Like I said, we can talk about it in depth as much as you want. But I mean, you know, you could eat donuts and cake and Doritos every single day if you wanted to and lose weight and get to the ideal number you want. You're going to feel absolutely terrible doing it, but it's from a physical, a conceptual standpoint, it is possible. But the problem is with all those foods, they're not only just really high in sugar, so it's going to spike your insulin. It's which means when that sugar rush goes away and your insulin comes back to normal, that's that crashing feeling you get. And so that all comes from sugar. And so there's that issue to deal with, which is also going to artificially affect how your appetite is and how you feel about your appetite, whether you feel hungry or not. And the second problem with those type of foods is the high fat content. Fat itself, in terms of eating it, isn't the most satiating thing. It can be some of the most delicious food you ever had because, like, obviously it has a lot of sugar in it naturally, but things that have less fat and more carbs and proteins especially, can help satiate yourself, make you feel like you don't have to eat as much. You need to lower your intake of almost everything. Very high blood pressure. You need to just chill. I got you. Yeah, have you gone to the doctor or a nutritionist or, you know, and talked about these things in detail with like a certified professional? I'm just curious if you have or not, and like kind of what you're doing now to help mitigate or, you know, apply effort towards, you know, your goals. I'd rather compliment what's already been, you know, working for you as opposed to like start you in something brand new. You know, if we went that route and we, you know, talked it, you know, to the nth degree. You've been to the doctor. He doesn't very good advice though. Okay. I don't eat a salad. Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, I mean, in simple terms, you can eat whatever you want and lose weight. You just need to first identify, just from a losing weight standpoint. So just addressing that and not the blood pressure and the liver disease. I can't speak to fatty liver disease in particular, so I would have to outsource that line of questioning to someone that's a lot more knowledgeable about that. That's why I asked about the doctor thing and what they had to say about that. But as far as like the losing weight thing and achieving that goal of yourself and lifting, you know, in short, you can, you know, achieve those goals without lifting, or you could do it with lifting. I think doing it with lifting is better, and I can explain that in more detail later. But in short, it is going to make the whole process easier to lift as well. And the second thing is, you know, obviously you can just eat whatever you want to lose weight. That's a common misconception that you can't do that. You very much can. And it just obviously means that when you eat those more fatty foods or those like sweet treats and those chocolates and stuff like that, they're so much more calorically dense, which means that you can just eat less of it. And it means you're just eating less food overall in the day, which is going to make you feel like you're not fulfilling your appetite. So he's wrestling. He told me my heart problems came from wrestling. What? Heart problems from wrestling? Doesn't even make sense. I mean, granted, I know there's probably a longer conversation behind that, but just in short, yeah, that seems a bit preposterous. Yeah, one of the main things that people struggle with is understanding how their appetite reacts and affects the body in comparison to how they lose weight or gain weight. Your high blood pressure just runs in the family. I understand what you're saying. I have high blood pressure in my family too, so. Yeah, I think that like getting blood panels and stuff like that from doctors, they can help identify based on your current, I wouldn't say diet, but your current eating habits is probably the better way to say it. Kind of what's running high and what's running low, so you can help like pinpoint the certain things that maybe you eat that are particularly harmful for your specific health conditions. Everyone on your dad's side has high blood pressure? Okay. Yeah. Also not a resident expert on blood pressure, personally. I'm just very intimately familiar with the effects of sleep, nutrition, and exercise on the body, as well as how to lose weight and to get stronger or faster or just be in better shape. So those are like my main strengths and my knowledge base, because I would never want you to feel like I'm talking from a place of authority or knowledge on high blood pressure, because I don't. So I'll definitely tell you guys when I don't know something. But so yeah, when it comes to liver disease and high blood pressure, unfortunately I can't help you with that. But anything when it comes to health otherwise, not medical health, but nutrition and diet and exercise, I can definitely help get you to the right place. But it all starts with your goals, in short. Identifying what your goals are, and then being sure that those are your goals, and understanding what your reasons why are. Because at the end of the day, I can tell you all the things to do. I can lead a horse to water, if you will, but I can't make it drink. So if you don't have the innate motivation or desire to get better, it's not going to happen no matter how much information you have. So like if you told 10 people right now how to make $1 million, I promise you all 10 would not do it. And it's not because they didn't have the knowledge, it's because they lack the effort or the desire or whatever it is to them personally. So one day at a time, heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Turtle. Yeah, sugar is so big. Sugar is so big. If you just stop eating lots of sugar, oh my God, you're going to feel way different when it comes to approaching food. Like sugar is the most addictive drug in the world. It is by far the thing we just take the most for granted. $1 million can get me a lot of games, dude. Hey, I know, right? Well, I'm just saying, like, people that have knowledge and then act on the knowledge versus people that have the knowledge and don't act on the knowledge is two different groups of people. And some people, just fall in one group or the other. So, not saying that's you at all, but that's why I stress about having solutions that are contextual and provide value to you as an individual, as opposed to like generic advice. So that's why I asked about what your goals are first, as opposed to me telling you what I do, And that's the difference between me and like a lot of other personal trainers. So like with my personal training and my coaching, I tell my clients that I want you to know everything I know, and to that eventually you don't need me anymore. Like I don't want you to keep relying on me. At a certain point, I want you to have everything, and then you're just living the life you want. So there's really no need for me anymore. Like I'm basically giving you the information and the service and the knowledge wholeheartedly without holding back, so that you can be independent. You can be self-sufficient. And that's the difference between me and like other people. Is like I truly want to help other people for the sake of helping people and nothing else. You don't eat that much sugar, honestly. You like candy very much. Really only drink because of soda every week, so I got you. I mean, you see me drinking Diet Cokes, right? So soda. Yeah. Can you see it? Yeah. This is a Diet Coke. 0 sugars. 0 carbs, 0 calories. When I'm losing weight and I want like something sweet, or I want something kind of different than just like healthy food per se all the time, then I'll just have something. Obviously this has caffeine too, but no, you're right. You're right, American. But it doesn't have sugars that affect your insulin in the same way as it does your taste buds. So there's a slight difference between this sugar and actual sugar that has a huge impact on your appetite and how you feel about yourself and how you see and how satiated you feel on a given day. Yeah. It's a delicate but fine line. I don't know, a lot of people look at Diet Coke as like being bad for you and like, oh my gosh, it's got, it's bad for your health. And it's just like most of the people that I meet and have ever like, had a lot of bad things to say about Diet Coke or things like that are typically people that don't have a lot of other things in order when it comes to like their own goals and their weight or their training. So like, I think a health conversation is valid and should happen, but only after you've gotten yourself to a place where you're in a healthy place in terms of shape and fitness. And then you can worry about like those smaller details. Because only when you're in a healthy place for you, body fat wise and based on not male, but gender and age and your height and stuff like that, when you take all those biometrics into account, if you're in a relatively healthy, body fat for your age and everything, I think you're naturally eating mostly healthy things that puts you in that kind of category. Therefore, like the effects of having, let's say, a couple of Diet Cokes isn't as big. But people that are most concerned that I meet that talk about stuff like this being bad are people that do a lot of other things bad with their diet and their health. So that way, this is like the thing that takes them over the edge, as opposed to someone like me where like, if I'm at a relative like healthy medium, this is not going to put me in any danger zone. So I know that's kind of a side tangent about it, but you don't really get addictions. I think the only thing I'm really addicted to is watching dumb shit on YouTube. Well, if it wasn't for that, I guess we never would have met, huh? You're like, this dude sucks at Dark Souls. Let me go watch him like fail. Speaking of which, let me get this game started in the background here. Okay, I'm a little disappointed that music wasn't like popping right there. But we all have things, right, American, and that we all spend probably a little bit too much time on. Like, I'll tell you what, like I played, there's a game, like my buddy, I talked about it a couple days last week called Poke MMO. It's like an online multiplayer Pokemon. Dude, I had no business spending as many hours as I did last week playing that game, but I did. Is it productive? No. Is it nostalgic? Yes. Based on my childhood, that we all like have that inner child in us. So like, we all have our thing, right? Little time kills. As long as you have the majority, like the way I see life is like, if I do 80% of my life right, and that's subjective, right? I'm 80% productive, I'm 80% successful, and the other 20% I spend like doing these little time kill things, then I'm doing pretty good, right? If you do anything in extremes, you drink too much water, you can literally drown yourself. If you're too efficient at one thing, you're just gonna become obsessed. Like, there's bad things to everything. So, I wouldn't beat up yourself too much if you are. I'm not saying you are, but if you're putting in the right effort. So. Do I have what I needed? Oh, I was just gonna KS bed this guy right, and just dodge everything. Was that the plan? Okay. Your PB for scars is 450. Heck yeah. That's dope, man. Yeah. So it sounds like you have a sports or athletic background. So I feel like when it comes to like actually doing the thing, maybe you're probably fine with. It maybe just be more of a nutritional thing. I'm just assuming. And when I say nutritional, like consistency as opposed to like maybe just lack of understanding. Me. Leg press? Yeah, I feel like leg press doesn't count. You could put like 18 plates on there and you're like, all right, well, yay. It's just like it's a shorter range of motion than a squat. It takes like 3 years to put on all the plates. Like, I don't really find any satisfaction in like, what is he doing? I don't remember this attack. Yeah, I personally, like, not hating your leg press, but I just don't. you know, spend my time ever leg pressing. I'll do hack squats, front squats. Oh wow, I miss. Yeet. Yeet. Bro's mad. I mean, look how little damage I'm doing, huh? I think I can get 2 there, yeah. Me. Oh, I'm against the corner, huh? Kind of in a bad spot here. Well, we need to turn him around. You do the full squat motion? Oh, the half movement? I got you. I hit his hand for 60 damage. Look at me go, huh? We're gonna eat all these flats. LOL. Yeah, like you have to go kind of wide with your stance on the squat, the leg press. I mean, to I feel like really get good depth on it for what it's worth. Oh shit, that was kind of bad timing. I'm surprised I didn't die, low-key. That was a bit uncharacteristic. Yeah, I prefer like just machines nowadays. Like, I don't have to like do all this crazy loading up plate stuff and going out of my way. So the older I've gotten, I just want simpler things. Cause I just got too strong. It's just like, well, I gotta do 8 things just to and do 1 exercise on leg day. I'm like a lazy lifter. I want to do the least amount of physical movement to like prep the machine before I actually do the exercise. Like, I don't want to be bothered with all that. No! Oh my gosh. All right, I trolled. I thought he was doing the dark animation for phasing over. So I anticipated what I thought was that animation, and he was doing a lunge or a horizontal grab. Horizontal bite? Horizontal bite. LOL. Is my death counter up right now? It is. Okay, good. But yeah, American, as far as like me dying a lot, like when the night gets longer, like I just don't have as much energy anymore to like be as awake. Like you usually see me play this game when I'm like half awake. So and I'm still getting better half awake. So like if I play this like fully awake, reaction point on top, you know, on point and really patient, I'll be a beast. But yeah, today I did quads. I split up my leg day into quads and hamstrings. So yeah, start with some leg extensions. I throw in extra plates on top of the stack. And today the plate actually fell off the stack and I had to catch it with my forearm, and that like definitely is gonna leave a bruise tomorrow. Look at that. Look at that roll. Purplish blue. Okay, I got you. Did you pick 2 colors? Or is that you just want one of them purplish blue? Because you can change both if you want. Okay, I just try to squeeze out an extra hit. No, just type it in the chat. Just type it in the... Do you remember the colors? I can tell you what it is. Okay. Well, once the ad's done, then, or you could just type it in now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let me lock in for real. It's not like... I think the combination of like how little damage I do relative to like his massive health bar is like what at times like or certain bosses that have like really large health bars and you're fighting like not against its weakness that like just mentally wears on you. Because it takes so much physical time to like get him so low. But we'll lock in here. And then we'll change the lights. I just rolled? I thought I had a... Okay. That's awkward. Alright. No. If you don't remember the colors... Let's see. Let me get the camera open here. These are the colors. If you can see it. So you can pick 2 colors from that selection of 12. So you can pick one color to be one and one color to be other. So yeah, we have red transitioning into orange and then to a yellow, green into like a light blue into a turquoise, and then blue into a purple. That's kind of like the transition of colors. Red to yellow, green to blue, and blue to purple. Do the one right above dark purple and then one of the light purple. The one right above dark purple. Okay. And one of the light purple. Okay, so 2 purples of different intensities, I guess. So you don't even want the bluish purple. You want the like just the purple and like a darker purple. Let's turn that on intensity. Did I have this one at 1 or 2? Oh, that's 2. Okay. Okay, right now the that one on my left, your right, is the darkest purple, that bottom one. And the one to my right, your left, over here, is the one right above the dark purple. So we have this color and then this color right there. Is it gonna focus? Oh no. Okay, get in there, buddy. Is that what you wanted? Those 2 purples? Like a darker purple and a lighter purple? Because like, probably in the backdrop, it just all looks purple to you, right? The blue right above the dark purple? Oh, okay. So you want the normal purple and then that okay. That light, the one right above the dark purple. Okay. All right. It's pretty similar. At least at this intensity. Yeah. Because right now, that one over there is completely dark purple. And then this one here is this bluish just above. It doesn't really look like a bluish purple at all. It's more purple than anything. I'll just click on this top blue one real quick just for a little different, a little light. Wow, it even changes colors based on its intensity. See how it gets like kind of bluish? So right now, this this blue at the very top is this color right here that I'm changing. So like this color you see in the wall right now, this is its lowest setting, second highest, third. Now you can see a little hint of blue in there. You can see it blows everything out when it's so bright. These things get so bright. Like these things would blind you. If you just stared at them, it's like the sun. You just see like a little light in your eye and your vision. That's pretty lame. I thought it'd be more blue. Let's click in this blue. See if this blue is different. Wow, it's pretty domineering. Change the dark purple to light purple. Okay. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll put that one over here. And then this one will be the other one. Because I think it'll look better. Oh, hold on. You know what I just realized? My door was like halfway open, so it's kind of blocking some of the light as it reflected. Okay. All right. So now we have on this side just like a standard blue. It's kind of bouncing off the wall, kind of different, huh? I could actually move it too. All right. Now the blue's kind of bouncing off the wall over there. I think these colors don't play super nice together. Oh, that's better. What do you think about this? I forgot what colors we started with. What do those emojis mean, Ruby? It says target the game. Oh, bullseye. Wait, is this the color combo? It's pretty domineering still, huh? Blue's such a strong color compared to purple. Well, Ruby, you're not the one that used the channel rewards, so I just want to make sure American has the colors he wants. I think that amount of purple is probably decent. Light purple. Maybe like a softer blue. A bluish purple. No, that doesn't work. You're good, Ruby. Yeah, I was making sure. Alright, what do you think about that? I think that's just too much blue. American checked out. He's like, this isn't what it said. This doesn't look good. Spent like 5 minutes messing with some lights. Oh no. So what do you think? I was asking you if you like the colors. Do you think it looks better than before, or do you like the other colors better? Because to be honest, I couldn't even tell you what colors were before. It was like a yellow and a pink, I think. Yeah, I'm just using like my little second bedroom for my office. So like the lights are so close to like the wall, like They're pretty strong. I feel like I just got something in my eye. Feels bad. Headshot. Cool colors, yeah. The cat emoji, hell yeah. Headshot. I rolled. I guess you can't get 2 attacks in there. I tried to time 2 perfectly. I was just trying to squeeze in an extra attack to hurry up the fight. What's that emoji? What is it? Is that a baby emoji? Like a little bonnet or something on top? You're probably like, man, these colors suck. We'll just tell them it looks good, though. Alright. We're going to play this a little bit more conservative. We're trying to squeeze in an extra attack or 2. I just think the wind-up's too long. So, let's get this fight over with so we can move on to Half-Light. Actually, there's only 3 bosses left, so I really shouldn't try to rush this. The stream's going to be over real quick. If I beat him, because Half-Light's a joke. That'll be, that'll take 2 seconds. And it's not far away. And there's Gale. I grazed him? I'm kind of in the corner here. This is not good. Alright, we got time to rotate here. $121, LOL. You sit up in my chair. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. I usually like to be on his other side when he does that business. I think I got a little bit too close when I was walking with the flask. I didn't even hear or see anything. Super chill fight, though. Honestly. Alright, I'm gonna be for real now. The fight's really in the bag. We're just messing around. You cooking? No worries. When you're done, you can let me know what you cooked. I'm curious. I love to eat. Don't we all? Does anyone like not like eating? Probably a few people, I guess. Combat roll out of that. Look at that. Oh. You know, I never thought about attacking while he did that. I was just not quite in the right position when I started. Dude, I know I could probably cheese him there once. Let's go, baby. I missed, LOL. It's hard to gauge the distance I can stand. $121 feels bad. That was so risky. Almost out of room here. Wow. He allowed me to rotate pretty easy. That's nice of him. Why don't you make some dragon? I'm cooking it up for you right now. So now he's gonna go dark, right? Nope. Now? Yeah, there we go. I think I can get an attack in here, maybe. I missed. Oh, I hit him somehow. Feels bad. We'll double roll for safety. Oh, we're kind of far away, lol. He did it again. 1, 2. Burritos, man. Ooh, I staggered him? Crazy. Too bad I gotta take a flask. Feels bad. Ooh, wow. I timed that very unfortunately. You doing it twice? I thought he was gonna do it again, maybe. You don't want to chance it. I don't know if that's gonna hit. No. What the hell is he doing? Oh fuck, I forgot about this attack. Oh shit! No! I forgot what to roll in this situation. Son of a bean. Potato soup? Yeah, you'll be fine with some potato soup. No clue how healthy it is. We don't have the stuff to make it. Oh, you love that potato soup, man. Yeah, like I think it's easier. It's easier on yourself to like progress towards a goal if you just don't make it. You try to like simplify it. So your first goal, I would say, should be let's focus on like if it is, you know, this is my idea, you know, losing the weight first, and then worrying about like, you know, is everything healthy? That may seem like the same thing, but it's not. Like whether potato soup is healthy or not, you know. You can think about it like simply like how does it make me feel? If you feel good eating it and it doesn't feel like, you know, it sits heavy in your stomach, it's fairly light, you know, you don't feel hungry like right away, like an hour after, it's probably something decent. You can also like a rough rule of thumb. A very rough rule of thumb is like this: when you make ingredients or you put ingredients inside of something to eat, if it expires quickly, like the ingredients, if you weren't you weren't to use them, like fruits and vegetables. Like obviously they expire within like a couple weeks, right? Milk expires in a couple weeks, like right after buying it. Like those are typically good things for you because they're a lot more natural. And then when you think from a healthy standpoint, things that expire quickly are that way because they don't have all these preservatives and stuff. So you can think that as a rough rule of thumb of being healthier without like doing all the research yourself. Sorry, it's hard for me to like talk like that when I'm fighting this guy. You see how like one or two attacks like this, it's kind of hard to tell exactly where does it stand. Yeah. I need to be at like a 45. I don't know why I'm like hugging the center. Japanese ramen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like ramen too much. It just lacks a lot of protein, a lot of meat, and if you're just going for taste and flavor, then I get you, but Man, I remember getting some ramen one time. They gave you like 4 little slices. Like it was like Wagyu steak, you know, 4 slices. And I was like, okay. And they're like lunch meat, you know, maybe a ½ ounce per slice. And I looked at him. I was like, dude, you said there's a lot of meat in here. He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. This is not a lot. And I like had this full-on conversation with the guy. And I was like, hey, like, you know, I eat a lot. I need a lot of meat on a daily basis. And he's just like, I got you, man. And then that was him getting me. Like, maybe 2 ounces of lunch meat is what it looked like. I was like, brother. And he was just some skinny dude. Obviously, doesn't, like, work out or anything. So he has a very different perception of, like, what a lot is when it comes to food, so... Genuine Japanese ramen? Ah, okay. Well, I guess I need to go to Japan now, so. How did I not die there? It'd be on me. Alright, let's just go on this side of him. I might be able to get 2 attacks there, to be honest. But... he just dodged that? Imagine you could never lock on in this game. That'd be crazy, huh? Just you had to free aim everything. Melee classes, maze classes. This game would be completely different. Not that like this game needs to be harder, but dang it! I just clipped his ear again. I did it again? Well, agreed. Oh. Oh, shit. That was kind of close. Should be, like, right here. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of scary how well, like, I'm predicting these moves. I've clearly fought him a lot. How's that 121 damage? Yeah, hold that. That might hit. You don't want to wash the plates, you're just going to eat out of the skillet? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's funny. That's some guy type behavior right there. I predict that so. I definitely could have got 2 attacks in there. It's 15.8. Yeah, I'm doing like 200 a pop, it feels like. Yeah, 100 there. Like I'm doing 100 damage sometimes. Sometimes I get 400 if I hit him in the right in the dome. I'll bonk if you will. And I just missed that. I hit his wing for 60. You know, it was bad. That was a little close, eh? Oh. I forgot what this attack is. What the H? It's kind of like the same like the other. It's like it looks like he's summoning humanities. I miss. Feels bad. We'll just pop a flash here, I guess. May have needed that, but we'll find out. God dang it, man! Come back. Brother. Stop running away, you little punk. There we go. Your Wi-Fi bandwidth is a non-existent. All right. No way! Oh no, I was against the arena wall. Gosh. I was like looking at it because I knew I was getting closer, so I started to look at the wall, and then like that's when he got me. That's like the only other thing that sometimes I lose myself sometimes is like being mindful of how far I've backed up. Yeah, I was about to hit the wall there, so my normal spacing was off because I put myself in a different position than I normally do. He's honestly like super easy. Once you get the moves down, like, just like any other boss, right? Just becomes super simple. It just sucks out the dodge like 97 attacks just to do enough damage. Oh, this is painful. And some of my attacks don't do the full 400. They do 100. They do 60. And it's like, all right, well, I'm just flirting with them at this point. Look at my souls over there, way in the corner. See, I just missed them there. I'll just roll center here. Free aim that shit, you know? Like now I'm rotating him right now, or trying to. I can't roll. My character didn't stop rolling. I spammed it like 8 times right there. Bruh. That's so annoying sometimes. This controller sucks. Y'all think I just suck. I was like, it's my controller. Oh, I don't like being on this side. Ooh. Worked out. See, I can just clip his ear. 121. You know how sad that is? Look at this. I'm like predicting everything. Who would think I created this guy? Let's rotate him a little bit. Huh? Autolog go crazy. Bad, my dear. What's he doing? Come this way. Why don't you come my way? What y'all know about that? Me. Nice. The fact you could just like run backwards. Oh no! Ooh, I was so lucky. Woohoo! We're gonna rotate him right now if we can. We'll just shoot him right in the butt. Hey-ya! 234, not bad. Oh shit. Did not expect that. Oh, he's doing it again. Okay. 1, 2, go middle. There we go. There you go. Nice little headshot. We're in the middle. That's fine. Alright. Flipped him again. Close the gap. Dude thinks he's a frog. Oh, I definitely forgot this attack. Alright. What? That's the only attack that I actually don't know. We obviously closed the gap initially, but then it's like, okay, well, what the hell just killed me? Because that, where he drew that line, has a huge, wide hitbox. That's not what I meant to do. We need every FP we can, so we're not. Grab this and head right back. It's funny because you can fight him and he actually doesn't do that. Sometimes. That one attack. I'm sure if I actually cared enough to be like, you know, we're doing an actual Deathless run, I would actually look that up to see like what the pattern is. Because it's just annoying. I think this time I'll stick to his right side. Or his left, my right. Seems like that. I was looking at the final pathing for that attack at the very end, and I was like, it might be better like that. Focus clips his ears. Look at that. Ha! Huh? Big meanie. Bro, did not like that. You said EA is starting to take customers first? What do you mean? How did I just hit him? What? Where did that attack go? Autolock looks crazy. Here. There we go. That's better tracking, but it's still terrible. Ooh, that was close as hell. Oh, boy. Put players over profit? Like in what form? Like, how's that manifesting? Like, what? Okay. I always forget the flame hitboxes in this game are so dumb. Like, flame, like, is not physically hitting me at all in that situation. Like, if there was a top-down, like, NFL stadium, like, camera view, but his hitbox is so much larger than the actual flame, which is unfortunate. Their hitboxes in this game are really bad. They're square shaped. If you ever need game development, you can make them kind of mask to an object, or you can make them kind of square shaped. And like, I think the flame hitboxes are probably square shaped, meaning the shape of the actual, like, what it's taking up is a lot larger than the physical flame that it looks like. Yeah, it's very bad. There's poor collision in this game as well. The game looks nice from a detail standpoint, but from a game development hitbox standpoint, it's pretty bad. Like, attacks shouldn't like go through walls. I've seen multiple times, like hammers and stuff like that. Just any weapon, spear, making like collision with the player like through a wall. Like, that doesn't even make sense. No collision at all. Damn. These 121 hits are killing me. Like, my thumb's actually starting to hurt from like constantly holding back right now against this fight. Like right there, I didn't roll like I wanted to. The company always put profit over any kind of customer. Huh. I guess I meant like, what are they doing physically to make that happen? Like, why do you have that strong belief? Is it just their words, or are they backing that with action? Oh shit. Here we go. It's kind of in a bad spot to start that sequence, but don't. We can kind of get 2 attacks, right? I guess the answer is yes, but don't need to force it. Maybe 2 there. I'm not sure the range on that attack. Oh no, this is too close. Holy shit. I did not like that. I like when there's a little distance between us. Nice. Oh shit! Oh no, he's just doing dark, never mind. I thought it was a different attack. I was not in a good position for that. Shit. Shit. I'm rolling so much just to be extra safe. One more here. We'll just re-aim this. Nope. Not to be. We'll just re-aim. Headshot. Is that it? Right. The big dragon goes down. Yeah. The dang Dark Eater expert at this point. But I will say one of the coolest environments, like it's like a giant cave or chasm, like this looks sick, dude. The boss design. I wish the dead body of Dark Eater they just laid there, so you could just admire its quality. Like the game devs did a great job designing that. Like, just from a design standpoint, the artwork. That's what we love about Dark Souls for sure. All right, now to push through the rest of Ring City real quick and get to Gale. EA is starting to put players over profit. Oh, so you're really just highlighting that, like, there's a contradiction and they're just saying they're going to do things differently?
Very well, then take.
Okay.
Ashen One. May the.
Can I get anything from Dark Eater? Does Dark Eater have a soul? Yeah. Let's see. Can I get anything from him? The Soul of Dark Eater. Well, if I did a sorcery run, I could. But not to be. Not to be. All right, all right. All right. All right, bruv. Let's see what's next. So I need to go to... I guess we go here and just not drop down. Pot in the sink, soak in the water, and completely forget about it. Nice. Hey, you're halfway there. You're halfway to cleaning it. You're halfway to preparing it for the next meal it's going to cook for you. So your intention's there, right? Oh, you know what we could have done was attuned to different spells. Half-light. What do we want to use against half-light? That is the question. Pretty simple and straightforward of a boss. It's going to be really simple for us as well. Just because we can attack him at range. It's kind of his weakness. He's weak to fire? Oh, gosh. Half-light with magic sucks? Yeah, good thing I'm using Pyromancy, right? Dude, should I use Chaos Bet on him? Is there anything else I should use? I guess we'll put in Great Combustion as a second. If we want to be, like, extra safe. Or maybe we try out the Flame Fan on him? Let's try it out right now. I've never even used this thing. Whee! Oh, you can spam it? Oh, until you're out of stamina. I got you. Oh, wait. That's that spell. Oops, my bad. We could try out the Flame Fan. Like, he's... If we really wanted to go try hard, like, we could just kill him real quick, like, in 2 seconds. Without even trying with one hand on the controller, but... We'll try to use the Flame Fan in here. Try to be creative. And try to, like, smack him to death. Do it for the content. No. Do it for the experience. I mean, like, the devs went out of the way to put this spell in the game, so I feel like we should at least try it once, right? It is... Make sure I don't fall off. Zoe Alright. Descendant of the Desert Pyromancers use repeatedly to brush the fan of flame left to right. Zoe possessed true beauty, as did all the desert pyromancers, but hers did not poison, so she became the unassuming queen of the feeble ones. Quick backstory on Zoe. Hope she's doing well. Shout out to you, Zoe, out there. If you're watching the stream, using your sacred flame to its highest potential. Use something with AoE. Yeah, Chaos Bed Vestiges will definitely do the thing. It will do the thing. And let's just shout out like one of the coolest like environments just to walk into. Just seeing the final cathedral. And you have this one of the sickest mobs and NPCs in all of Dark Souls 3 right here. For a non-boss type, dude, the 2 ultra great swords just chilling. Granted, they're kind of weak sauce in terms of damage output, but they look super cool. Ooh, I almost rolled too soon. Wow. The pucker factor went up like 5 levels right there. Let me open the door, gang. Knock, knock. Scooby-Doo! Bro, it's catching up to me for real. Look at him. Can you get in here? Let's see how much 1 does. Kinda hurts, though. This is the pro Pyromancer strat. You just use boundaries, invisible walls. Oh, his weapon art almost got me, though. I'm not sure how it did, to be honest. Because it clearly went through the wall. Does he drop souls or just... Okay. Yeah, those weapons look the coolest. Like, probably some of the coolest strength weapons in the game, looks-wise, but... This dude's got some serious back problems. Look at it. Like, Humpty Dumpty and him are, like, gotta be cousins or something. Oh, he closes the gap. Look at him. Bro said Hulk smash. How'd that do 160? What? There he goes. Imagine that just ends the fight if you killed him early. We'll use the flam right here. The flam. The flame. Oh, she's stuck in everything. She's a beast. Alright, we'll just use the one. Oh, shit. KO? Alright. Here, hold that. Oh! So I hit him for 150? Hold on. Alright. I'm surprised it doesn't kill me. $553, guys? Jeez Louise. If we just stay out of range, like, we're chilling. Wow. I think I'm outside of his range. He's backing me in our corner, though, low-key. Oh, I'm stuck in the corner. Wow, that tracking is kind of crazy, no? All right. Oh, I was caught sleeping. We'll try to we'll use the thing we talked about. Yee! Got him with the flam. I keep saying the flam. I'm caking flame and fan, and I just made flam. In my head, I can't get that out of my head. It's the flam. Henceforth, this is now known as the flam. All right. Well, that spell has like a second delay too, like of a wind up before you can actually start swinging it. Now, for the boss man, I think he's actually weak to poison, so I wanted to try this out for a minute. I know there's a poison spell. I was like, did they make it with Gale in mind, or am I tripping? He's weak to frost, poison, and toxic. So I guess we'll just use fire against him. So chaos bed, poison mist. Should we use anything else? Can we grab Gale? No way. Can you grab him? Stop it. You can't parry him. Should we try it? No. What about this? Seething chaos. Yeah, that's a dumb spell. Engulfs foes at range. I forgot what this one is. Huh? Interesting. Interesting indeed. We'll also try a boulder heave on him. We'll give that a shot. Get, and then the poison. Alright, so we have 3 different things we want to try.
Ask for it. Very well, then take.
Lots home. You guys ever seen Fire Force? What do y'all think about that? Alright. Do we need more health? I mean, I don't know how much damage we're gonna do. We'll get one more Estus Flask. We'll do... We're at 210. Let's do 3-9. I think 3-9 would be chill. I think we're dead one hit anyways from his melee attacks, but 1,000, 2, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Okay. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. All right. Trying to see how long it takes me to like actually break that animation to proceed. That's a pretty committal move. We'll try it in the first phase and see what it does. And then, yeah, we'll try all our moves. We'll try Boulder Heave once. Or start with the Chaos Bed, and then we'll move the Boulder Heave, and then we'll move the Poison. All in first phase when we have a little bit more time and predictability. Whee! Can he do it? Stay tuned for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Full Connor GG takes on the final boss, Slave Nightgale, who's really a troll. I was sitting at the Deep Cathedral before the main protagonist proceeded. They get sucked into the Painted World of Ariandel, the DLC content. Wait, let me make sure I actually rest at that thing so I don't... If I do die... Then let's go, baby. Are you guys excited? Oh yeah, final boss. This has been fun. This has been pretty fun using Pyromancy. It definitely has its strengths, it definitely has its weaknesses, but... Here, hold this. Doesn't even do anything. I thought I could poison him. Not to be. The fact that they made this train to benefit Gale's moveset too is brilliant. Like the slope here And his jumping attack, dude, and his tracking with it too. So good. Alright, let me remember his moveset, eh? Alright, KS Bad does a 570. That's not terrible. Let's do Boulder Heave next. $424. My jump a little off on my timing. We'll try Poison Mist next. But obviously Boulder Heave has a chance to stagger, so I thought he was weak to poison. I blew that miss right by him. What was the point of that attack then? I'm so confused. I guess we're just doing Chaos Bed. Get off the hill. Yeah, the main strat with Gale is just not to get on elevated surfaces next to him, because he's gonna benefit from that. Because he's got a lot of like upward, like horizontal slashing going on, so try to be mindful of that. Normally we would not be able to get away with an attack like that. Three, four. I think we can attack here. Relatively safe. Lost track of him, high key. Oh, fast as fuck. Not a great window. I think those windows right there are very inconsistent. He can like add a move. So best to wait for something like that. A little bit more committal. Or like this is great. Very consistent. Oh, the chairs are behind me. LOL. Oh shit. I saw the crossbow as I started my attack. I was like, yeah, I'm cooked. It's the only thing to watch out for. Alright, alright, alright. Pretty chill. So the poison mist doesn't do anything. That's a big letdown. If he's not parryable, I'm sure Sacred Flame wouldn't work. Alright, we'll do it one time for the lulls. We'll do it one time for the lulls. The Sacred Flame action. We'll try on phase 1. See if we can, like, snatch him. Dude's running from Narnia. Look at him. Oos, oos, oos. Oh, shit. I thought he was gonna just sideways walk right there, but he did not. Sometimes he just does the initial intro attack. Actually, now that I think about it, he didn't do his lunge attack. When he lunges, then he paces for a couple of steps, right off rip. But he didn't do that. He did like 2 lunging or jumping attacks. No, so yeah, Sacred Flame does not snatch him. Because you can use Sacred Flame against Crystal Sage, and like you'll just grab her. And she'll be like, no! And you just crush her. 4 Sacred Flames, and the Sage is dead. So good. Fortunately, there's not too much more flexibility, I think. I think we can try that for fun, I guess. All right. Yeah, Pyromancy definitely makes a boss fight like this just a little bit simpler. You can just create more space. Definitely harder as a melee class to fight this guy for sure. See what that does. 430. And it locks on too, I think. I wonder if I could chain this together. Alright, we'll try a 2 here. I mean, maybe. We'll try it again. 2. So technically you could spam that against him. But he can dodge. But probably the like least appealing way to fight him though. Chaos med messages in the face. I guess he wants 2. But it has like a lot less stagger potential apparently. So wow. Nice dodging. If you can bait out like a melee attack, then he won't use his crossbow as much. Gotta be careful though. Kind of getting high ground here. Yeah. He's farming a crossbow here. Wow, that hit me? Oh shit. Little bastard. I wonder if the chairs can block the crossbow attack. Never ever tried. Like figure that out. Only a downside to this ability once again is that you can't really see what he's doing. Like once you have your little animation, because the AOE like animation is just so large. Like that was probably a mistake. I think I got lucky. Yeah. Pretty chill fight though. Excuse me. All right, yeah. We can pop the ember here. Just end it. But yeah, that other ability is kind of weird. Yeah, I think that's just the way. It's interesting getting the timing down for second phase. It takes a little bit too long for me to cast for my liking, and trying to manage stamina as well as spacing, so it's a bit interesting. Try to get down the low ground. That did 148 damage just by like being right in his face. Yeah, perfect time to dodge that attack is when he's at the apex with his sword swing. I just look at the sword's hilt. Like right there. I'd be safe every time. So I have some debris around me. Be careful about that. Right there. And also walk for a couple of steps after I roll. Just to regain my stamina. Right here. Oh. Honestly, I thought I did not roll that intentionally because I thought I had the spacing. Not to be. Not to be. Dude, I remember when I did this on my strength build on my second playthrough in the last series, and I was using the twin ultra great swords, and they have such a slow attack, as well as they do so little damage compared to the other like two-handed weapons you can get, that like I was really struggling to do just enough damage to not like lose my mind against them. I was doing like 300 a hit, and that's dual wielding. Not single-handed. I was like, golly. And he has such a small stagger window. It's pretty troll. Like right there, my roll didn't roll. Controller issues. Yep, I'm back into the wall. Yep, right there, I backed into the wall and then I rolled up a hill. That upward horizontal slash is exactly what I was talking about. Just gotta hug the sides a little bit better. But this would be cool to culminate this series here tonight. Just the stamina drain is crazy. Kind of risky to do that, but I did it. That move right there, that like lunging horizontal upward swing, is probably as dangerous as his moveset in this phase, honestly. Or that one. That quick turnaround attack. Pretty dangerous. Holds the distance so he doesn't shoot me at range. Here, hold that. I was almost too early of a roll. I get around him in case he shoots a crossbow. Ooh. My controller's been really weird. I'm trying to hold sprint here. It's not letting me. Shit. No way. I thought I rolled that. Well played, sir. I should have had great combustion. Maybe I just use boulder heave here, huh? It's an idea. What? How did I get hit there? That was bad. No way. No way. That's it, folks. The Pyromancy run has been completed. Done it. See, guys, I just had some rest, this weekend. And look at me. I died maybe what? How many times did I die today? 12? After 3 bosses. Gale, Dark Eater, Half-Light. We pulled through at the end. That is good stuff. Yes, sir. Good stuff indeed. 19 hours of total gameplay. Prince Zuko has done it. The Fire Nation is strong again. Oh, gosh. All right, y'all. We have done it. We've done the thing. 3rd playthrough complete. We ended with, let's double check real quick, 125 deaths on the 3rd playthrough, which is substantially lower than our previous 2 playthroughs. Definitely tried new things, even on this run, to be fair. So, it's not like we're going, try hard or anything, but still having fun, still trying new things and trying to put ourselves in a position to continue to grow, to continue to get better. I'm going to try a different light here. I think let's try some. We'll experiment with some different colors here. So we got orange, which I don't think we've had before. Is that cool? What do you guys think? What do you think of that background lighting? Was that lame? Maybe we'll do like a darker orange. You like it? As I just changed it. You're like, come on, man. Oh yeah, I think this is what it was before. Yeah, I was changing it, turtle. I think this is cool. This is cool. You think of this? It's like this. You know what this reminds me of? This color scheme of like those peach rings, the candy. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, those things are so good. I used to love peach rings. I mean, I still do. Uh, trying to find some better music here. Sorry, guys. What do you think of this turtle? Do you like this this mix? No, the lights. Did I say the music? I meant to say, I was talking about two things at once. Do you like the lighting? I'm trying to find new music right now because the music, the DCMA music, isn't looking good. But it's all right. Oh, so you're not a fan? It's all right. I'm sad now. It's not bad as a good way to say, like, I'm not a fan. I know what the lingo means. Oh, what is this music? What do you think about this? There's like a light orange and blue. Oh, this music ain't bad. Do you like this one? Nice. We've done it. We found some good lighting. Maybe that's a dumb channel point reward. Sorry, American. It probably didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. I'll do better. 1,000 squats right now. I'll just play. But yeah, so if you're just joining now, but just provide a little recap. We just finished the Pyromancy only build. Let me turn that down. It's a little bit loud. But we just finished the Pyromancy only build, and it was fun. It was a new, exciting experience. We got to try something new we have never done before in any of the Souls games, which was Pyromancy as a whole. So it was just cool to try something different and put myself in a different position. I tell you what, I got caught in animation so much, it was not even funny. I was like, good night, dude. It was definitely challenging to get used to how much different it is. But I mean, same thing can be said for melee's, weapons, right? You try to learn its range, get its depth a little bit better, and then they have their own attack animations. So, I think at the end of the day, like the most superior, weapon type is definitely fast attacking, medium in terms of attack animations. But we definitely had fun. It was definitely exciting, and it's exciting. Because you know what this means. We have one more playthrough kind of in mind. And I would love to get your guys' thoughts. But I'm thinking about doing a Souls level 1 playthrough. Right? And the rules for that essentially are you have to not spend any souls on any single one of your stat points. And you can only infuse your weapon and upgrade the weapon. So essentially, souls are, for the most part, useless, but upgrade materials, not so much. And so I'm thinking that would be a good way to kind of culminate and capture my time on Dark Souls 3 for now. I think people really enjoyed, watching me do my first playthrough, and then probably less people were as excited about the strength, and maybe less people were excited about the pyromancy stuff. But I was just trying different things, I did for myself and for gameplay, and as well as, you guys, some of you guys that wanted to see the Pyromancy, so that's cool. So if you guys want to see the Souls level 1, definitely let me know. But I'm thinking about doing that as the next, day or two of streaming is just going to be the prep streams. So we're going to basically plan out a route. We're going to figure out what weapons we want, what class we want to start with, what starting item. We're basically going to strategize and detail everything we want to do. And then probably on either maybe like this Thursday or Friday, we'll do a full-on like attempt where we take it super serious. We try to die as little, if at all, as possible. Which means we're going to take it a little bit slower. We're just really going to be more methodical and really try our best to get as close to a deathless run as we can. Obviously, it's not going to happen. More than likely, just because there's so much that goes into it. And also, I've only been playing the game for a month. You know, so, you know, and this would be my 4th playthrough. But I think it's a nice challenge to take the challenge builds I've been doing and take it a step further. And I think a lot of people might enjoy that. So that's kind of the thought process with that. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do. So like I said, I am open to suggestions and comments and critiques and feedback. So if you guys have anything as I'm doing the prep streams tomorrow and the day after, I would love to hear it. And then that way we can, like, you know, cater it to not only what I want, but also what you guys want to see too. So I think that'd be cool. Like I said, we're not claiming we're experts at this game or, you know, or anything special, but I think it is cool to challenge yourself as a player, and also to maybe make some things you guys like to see too. So. Sounds good. Appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find some new music, guys. I know it's kind of distracting. I was like listening to like this rap for a second. I was like, what is going on? We'll settle for this for now. Pretty sick. But yeah, so that's exciting. I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens next. I'm kind of unsure what to do now. I don't know if you guys want to see me start to try to plan it out now a little bit. I know it's a little bit later in the day, but or we could call it here. It's up to you guys. I've also, in the meantime, been working a lot on the strength build. So the strength series, as well as this pyro series, it's just like a lot of footage to go through and edit. So, you know, if you guys have stopped by and seen my YouTube channel, I try to basically cut all that stream footage down into a lot more viewable content. So I take out all the dead space or me going down like the wrong way, or you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to leave soon. I got you, Turtle. No worries. I appreciate you sticking around. It means a lot to me. And hopefully you had some fun. Hopefully you were entertained and it meant something to you. So, but yeah, I think, jeez, I'm trying to think of what else I want to. Yeah, I mean, we could do some prep. Let's see here. Okay. You know what I think we'll do is we'll just call it. So that way we can start fresh, bright and early on the stream tomorrow. And just have everything, because I want to do some research on my end. Just so it's not it doesn't take super long, but I want to put in a lot of effort into the prep and the routing and the strategy behind it. So I think with that in mind, we will, like I said, just annotate the route, and we'll take any any tips you guys have and recommendations, and then we'll give it our best shot. Probably Thursday or Friday. Start it the SL1 run, and then give it our best shot. So we're gonna attempt a deathless SL1 run, but you know, my actual like hidden objective is like, we'll try to shoot for deathless, but if not, and we're not gonna do anything fancy for it. You know, we're just literally gonna be full tryhard mode, and play, you know, when we're awake and we're not super tired. Because I know sometimes I've streamed like super late, and when I was really exhausted, and like obviously I just die a bunch because of that. But oh, good night. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Ruby. I appreciate it. You'll be back tomorrow, Turtle? I got you. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. But I'm excited for it. Hope you guys are too. So I think we'll stop it here. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll pick it up. And we'll start doing a research and planning it out. And I'm excited. So hopefully you are too. And like I said, you're always welcome to stop by the tavern. Thank you and have a blessed night.